Emma was a busy executive who never seemed to have enough time in the day. She spent her days rushing from one meeting to the next, always feeling like she was behind on her work. One day, while walking through a park on her lunch break, Emma noticed an elderly woman sitting on a bench. The woman was staring up at the sky, seemingly lost in thought. Emma felt drawn to the woman and decided to strike up a conversation. As they talked, the woman shared stories of her youth and the adventures she had experienced. Emma was fascinated by the woman's stories, but she couldn't help but feel envious. She had always wanted to travel and explore the world, but felt like she was too busy with work to make it happen. The woman noticed Emma's expression and handed her a small object. It was a shiny stone, smooth to the touch. "This stone has the power to transport you to any point in time," the woman explained. "Use it wisely and make the most of the time you have." Emma was skeptical, but something about the woman's words felt true. She decided to hold onto the stone and try it out later that day. That night, after a long day at work, Emma held the stone in her hand and closed her eyes. When she opened them again, she found herself standing in front of the Eiffel Tower. She spent the night exploring Paris, taking in the sights and sounds of the city. When she returned to her hotel room, she found that only a few minutes had passed in real time. Over the next few weeks, Emma continued to use the stone to travel to different points in time. She visited ancient civilizations, watched the first moon landing, and met historical figures she had always admired. As she explored, Emma began to realize that time was a precious commodity. She had been wasting so much of it on work, when she could have been pursuing her dreams and living a more fulfilling life. Emma made a commitment to change. She started taking more time off work to travel and explore, and found that her productivity actually increased as a result. Years later, Emma was still using the stone to travel through time, but she no longer felt like she was running away from her problems. She knew that the key to a fulfilling life was to make the most of the time you have and pursue your passions with all your heart.